Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Wine. Welcome back to art class. Today is day 4 of our Andy Warhol printmaking project. And today we will be stamping our flowers. Our learning target says, I will create repeated stamp prints of my flower using the sponge stamp that I created. So you will need your sponge that you drew and cut like a flower last week. You may also want to share with a neighbor, so your neighbor will need their sponge too. And you will also need to think about what kind of colors you want to use. Today we will be making more than one print, so you have a couple of choices. You want to think about how the colors you choose will impact the whole mood of your painting. Do you want colors to be really bright? Do you want them to be soft and light? And how is that going to make people feel when they look at your print? So today you're going to choose one color to work with. I looked at my background and I saw the bright yellow and orange, so I didn't choose to make it realistic, even though it has a grass texture. I've never seen orange grass. And I decided that today I want something really different, and I'm going to work with a really bright blue or kind of a teal color. Now, I can choose to make all of my flowers teal, or I could work with a partner. So if I'm working with a partner, I have to make sure my partner and I have a discussion and that I agree to use the same color that they're using. So if my partner's using red, I can either make all of my stamps the turquoise color, the teal, or I could do some red and some teal because that color is already going to be at my table. Then, once I'm ready, I'm going to create 4 stamp prints on my page. If I'm making them all the same color, then that's pretty easy. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 on my page. But if I'm sharing with a partner, I have some choices. I could do my 2 colors on the top, then I could switch with a partner and do their 2 colors on the bottom. Or I could do the 2 bright colors in one corner and the 2 really light corners in another corner. So my stamps and my partner stamps. Or there's one more idea that I think I'm going to try, and I'm going to show you as I demonstrate. So I'm going to start with my stamp. I've got my paint poured on a plate or my disposable palette, and I'm just going to take my stamp and I'm going to carefully make sure that I get a little tiny bit of paint all over the stamp. If I see there's an area that I didn't pick up any paint, I want to go back and make sure I have paint everywhere I can get it on my stamp. I try not to get it on my fingers, so I have to be careful and hold my stamp by the edges. Then I'm ready to stamp. So I can definitely get more than one stamp out of this print. I'm going to start right up here, and I'm going to carefully set my sponge down, and then I'm just going to take my fingers and I'm going to press it. And I'm going to carefully lift it up, and I have one print. Now I'm going to do my next print. I think I have enough paint, and I'm going to do my next print right beside that one. So now I'm going to press it down again, making sure I press the whole stamp. And then I'm going to lift it up. Now I have 2. I'm supposed to make 4. If I'm not sure I have enough paint for my last print, then I can just take my sponge, carefully use it in the paint, pick up a little more paint, make sure I've got the whole sponge covered again, and I'm ready to do my next flower. So I've got 1, 2, another one's not going to fit on top. I'm going to come on this side, I'm going to set it down, and I'm going to press the whole thing. I'm going to pick it up. Now, I could finish and do one more right here using my color. Or this is the part where I could share with a partner. So I could give my partner my sponge with my color, and I could get my partner's sponge that has their color on it. So again, I'm going to make sure that I have enough paint covering my whole sponge. And then when I'm ready, I have one more space where I can add another flower, and I'm going to add one more flower to my page. And then I'm carefully going to lift it up. So that's your other option. I have 4 prints. I use 3 with my color and 1 with my partner's color. Then at the end of class, you will have a choice as to whether or not you get to keep your sponge and take it home with you, or whether or not it's going to stay here at school. I hope you have a wonderful day. I cannot wait to see your Andy Warhol prints. And until next time, keep on creating.